Hello cadets, welcome to another episode of Space Engineers. I love this game. I think it's absolutely fantastic. One of the best games I've played in a long time. I am starting a new series, a new scenario, because this is one that I can record in chunks and have more regular updates to my channel. I love live streaming. I'll still be live streaming. I'll still be doing Areas at War, but predominantly that's going to be live streamed rather than recorded, and this one's predominantly going to be recorded rather than live streamed. So here we go. It's going to be it's community content. Khurakan. Go to customize. As is usually the case with these scenarios, when you start out, there's not much that you can modify. You go into the game for the first time. Once it's loaded, then you come back out, and then you can add your own mods and that sort of stuff. Phase content. Yeah, so like there's nothing we can, it looks like there's nothing we can change here at first, which is kind of what I expect. So the scenario looks pretty cool. It's the system itself has 8 to 12 moons and planets and that sort of stuff that you can go on. All with different types of characteristics, different weather, different environmental conditions, and that sort of stuff. I had a look at Lost Hope. Just the fact that you start in space with, it looks like a pretty derelict ship to start with. Here, we're going to start on Lost Hope. It's a hard start, which is a bit of a challenge. But yeah. We shall see how it goes. Really fast start. Looks like we're on some kind of derelict ship, and stuff is moving around. So before we do anything else, we're gonna save, because it's a brand fresh, spanking new scenario. All of these things are pretty fast. And we're going to go into load game. There's my test harness that I created before. And now we can modify the settings. So we're going to go into settings first. I'm going to put my inventory at ×5. Everything else is probably going to stay the same. I'll make the days 4 hours rather than 2. Keep everything else as default, I think. Just taking a look. Never sure if I should turn on random encounters, but for scenarios I don't like to, because the creator has put on a chunk of this stuff. Let me just double check, because there was something I remember reading at the bottom. This one does come with weapon core, which I've not worked with before. It does come with drones. I think there's also spiders, or I thought there were spiders. We're not going to enable progression. There was something that I turned on before. What was it? No, I think I took off hand voxel. Well, we'll keep this stuff the same. Let's go into mods. Okay, let's advance welding for sure. And there's where's the other welding one that I like to use? this one. I did try it in my test run, but I was having problems with the keybinds for some reason. So what else? I like the automatic airlocks. We will use automatic LCDs too, but we won't add it until later. Build info, of course, we want that, and build vision. Colourful icons is always pretty good. I'll throw in configurable parameters because that allows me to adjust the sound of the hydrogen thrusters. I would like to add the Epstein drives, but I want to get the game up and running before I do that. Flight vector is really helpful. We may add some of these Ganymede stuff. I want to try the force field hangars at some point. Hacking computer, yes please. Version 3 obsolete is in here because it's another scenario that I was looking at, and so I added it to my list. I think I've got modern and fancy HUD already through, I used the plugin loader. Leak finder, of course. Build and repair. This one, I think it is. We won't use drill and fill at the moment. We will have the boost to the ore detector because hunting around for ore is not I think I need a rich HUD, smarter suit, sneaky sounds. I think it's the text HUD that I also need, and there's the gun pack, the weapons pack that I like. We probably will use some of these, but we don't need to add them right now. So that's looking cool, and let's have a load and see what happens. I will try to remember to add to the description a list of the mods that I'm using, in case you want to take a look. This scenario looks pretty cool, and I like the fact that he has a credit section at the bottom of the description. I'll link this in the description as well. A link to the scenario. It would be really good if the grabby hands actually works. Okay, so we're back in. We don't have anything on us at the moment. We get it from these dudes, I think. Hello? What? Where's my dampener's not working? There you go. Okay. Got a message and some standard tools. I always like to look at the message from "Don't wake them." D'accord. And let's set up our toolbar. Slightly improved grinder and welder already. There are a few dead engineers around. Is that another pack there? Try and grab it before it gets out of range. Okay, nothing in there. It's a little bit macabre, but can we... You can grind the engineers, nice. Okay, so this thing's a bit of a wreck. We've got fires coming out of one of the engines. Another one looks severely damaged. Got some turrets, but this thing is completely bamjaxed. And in addition to that, it looks like it's been mostly sawn in half. Let's see if I can get the... No. Oh, hang on. Maybe? Is that going to work? Nothing in my hand. Control R. Yeah, Control R shows me the thing, but holding R does not let me grab onto anything, which is annoying. I think it's R to do it, but yeah, that's not working at the moment. I will have to investigate that because that would help a ton. God damn it. Okay, a drill, some ice, and a note from Bob. Hey Bob. Lost miner. Nice. Is that in our GPS list? Yes, good. Okay. Okay, so this thing is completely banjaxed. In addition to this front section being torn off, this section is also torn off. There's a strange pulsating signal, which is 12.46 kilometers away. And from my little test, the miner is also over in that direction as well. Before we do any of those things, we need to assess what the situation is here and try and have a kind of usable ship. And I think I'm gonna kind of join these things together as much as possible. We do have a seat here. That thing is rotating. Let's make sure this is transferred across to me. As I said, I did have a little kick through before, just so I can kind of understand what situation we're going to be in. I don't like going into stuff completely blind. There are some, and I can never ever find them. There are some, what is this? There's the hydrogen tank. There's some cryopods around, which I can see better from the outside. Yep, they are here. Can we get a sneak peek? I'm actually gonna take that out because this is going to be our way of recharging. There is a med bay around as well. AI computer is not owned. Yeah, that's what I remember as well. So let's take this and transfer that to me. Okay. So things are pretty banjaxed. First thing we need to do is probably start attaching some things together. This floating, I don't think this floating section we're going to be able to do much in terms of rescuing, so it's probably going to become a salvage piece. Likewise with these things. One thing I was not sure of is the orientation of these parts. Like, where are they supposed to be joining together again? Like, what was the original ship? This is the Prometheus, from what I understand. Which I know of from other playthroughs that I've had. But it's always just been a wreck. I've never done anything other than salvage it, so reconnecting the pieces together would be an interesting challenge. Okay, looking at the conveyor and the orientation of this, maybe it's supposed to be this way around. A little bit confused why there's a thingy on there, and there's a piston as well. Maybe this was attached. What do we got here? Yeah, there's some engines here, and they're big meaty engines. What are they? What's their status? That one's pretty terrible. That one's pretty good. Oh, it's even functional, I think. Okay. We've got some hydrogen engines here, which I should turn off. So let's take a look. Power generator, turn those off so we can conserve some hydrogen. There are a lot of hydrogen tanks on this, and they appear to be pretty full. There are also a few that are completely bamjacks. There's one in the middle that is destroyed, I think. So we need to join these things up. We need to do some repairs so we actually have a ship that we can kind of move around. One thing that is nice about this part is this baby, jump drive. That appears to be, it's above the functional line. So whether that is actually functional or not, oh, I need to match my velocity, otherwise we'll keep on drifting. Looks like a salam. So that's on. Its stored power is not enough, but yeah, that appears to be on. So we need to connect this up, and where's the... Trying to look for some kind of reference point that might be a good way of figuring out the alignment. Not that I think it matters a great deal, but you know, there is a you know, the conveyor system is down here, so I imagine it kind of aligns to that piece. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to align this conveyor to that section, and we'll do it that way around. As I said, I don't think it matters a huge deal, but yeah. Let's take a look at what the okay, yeah. So that one's completely foobarred. So I think the first thing we're going to do is connect up this conveyor network where we can. Which means scavenging what we think is the non-essential parts. Yeah, there's a hydrogen tank that's completely screwed. And if we can, we'll simplify the conveyor network a little bit. It's the thrusters that are going to be a real pain because we have no manufacturing at the moment. But we do have scrap, so you know that's something we can work with. Okay, so we're going to need to add a few things to this before we can actually shift it into place. One thing we're going to need to do is add a gyro, so we can manage the rotation. Or can we, it looks like this one is rotating, so can we, let's find the cryopods. Where are you? Not on this side. And, where are you? Over here. There you go. So let's hop in here. Okay, do we have a gyro that's working? We do. Okay. We can't actually see from outside. It looks like we're still rotating. Gyro, override controls. wreckage. What? Okay. There we go. Okay, it looks like that's stopped it. Okay. A little bit more in that direction. Make that -20. Where are we with thrusters? We have left, right, and up as functional thrusters. Okay. So that appears to have stopped the rotation, but at the wrong angle. So that's something we can fix. That's okay. We just need I think we need a helm or something. So let's clear this. Let's clear this out a bit. Inventory space. Cargo container. There we go. Get rid of the simple stuff first. Anything in here? Nothing. What state is that thruster in? Oh, metal grid. Okay, cool. Okay. That's cool. And you? What was that? Center cargo area readings. Okay. Anything in custom data? No. Okay. Adios. Conveyor, that's useful. That's going to help rebuild the conveyor network. Steel. We probably need a get this one. Ah, not quite. Let's what do we need to do? That was need to work on this one, large steel tube. And we need a cargo container on this thing. Where's a good place to put that? Don't want it to be in the way of repairing that. But it needs to be accessible. Is my light on? No. Okay. What's that? Conveyor. Okay, let's put it there for now. Okay, cool. You can dump that stuff in. So there's quite a lot of resources, I think, that we can work with. Biggest worry is going to be things like large steel tubes and grids. What are you complaining about? This one? And because I don't have grabby hands is not working for me in this one, then we're going to have to forego that battery. It's just complaining about the light. Really, really sad. But the two fragments that we have that we're going to join together, you know, they have a decent number of batteries in there. Okay. So this forward section, we're going to need a thruster of some kind in reverse. Question is where to put it so that it's not going to have Bamjack's stuff for us. And where it's also, I wonder if we can get away with a small, where it's also going to be connected to the conveyor network. I guess we can drop something out from here. Something like this. Like it's just a temporary thing. But something that's going to allow us to stop would be good. And if we can use a small one rather than a large one, that's going to save us a chunk of mats. Well, I managed to get all those. Okay. And then where is the thruster? There we go. I doubt this is going to give us everything we need. Do that in parts. I don't want to hunt around in the darkness of space for floating stuff.
Energy low.
Large steel tubes and energy is low. Let's go and get that first. Solar panels. There you go. Okay. Got oxygen that time. Or was that just my tank? What's my tank doing? 57%. We're going to have to figure out the oxygen situation soon. Okay. Let's go back. That's the back of the ship. So I'm kind of hoping if we can fix the rotation. Large steel tubes. God damn it. It was these, wasn't it? Yes. I should utilize that cargo container. Two more. Where were you now? Okay, that should do it. Like, we don't have left or right, but again, I'm hoping that we can, if we fix the rotation, got something to stop us, then yeah, we might be able to do it. And do that, I think the helm is the is going to be the best option. Let's do it. Can we do it up here? Okay. Down there. It's fine. And then there was a cargo container we were using over here. 20 computers and 1 display. Uh, 20 computers and 1 display. Nice. Is that that's not functional yet? Looks like it should be functional. You have a display? No. You'll have a display then, won't you? Okay. Ah, come on! Come on! What has a display? Do we have a display in this one? Yes. Nice. Okay. Even better. Okay. Nice. Okay. So, what is the best way to do this? It's pitch, isn't it? Okay. And it was minus 20. A little bit faster. Now, is this going to be the right orientation? Or are we going to be upside down? Minus 20. Oh, can't. Actually, it's going to be easier if I just type it in. Okay. Let's clear this out. Still plate, yummy. So my gut tells me that this is the right way, but it's pretty tricky to tell. Like there's walkways this way, which makes me think that this is actually upside down. And that conveyor is, yeah, it looks like it should be plugging in over there. So I think this is the wrong way around. Okay, so we need the thruster at the top. So now we have this. Let's go here. We know it's pitch. Increase pitch. Decrease pitch. So let's see what we can do. This looks distinctly off center. Is that moving? Looks like it's moving a touch. Check the gyro. -20 is what we were. It's on there. So it doesn't matter if it's a little bit squiff at the moment. It's really just to kind of get things lined up in the right type of direction. Okay. Now we let's take a look at the network. So the left-hand side is working, the right-hand side is not. Okay. We also have this that we should really try to attach to the ship. It probably makes sense to do that beforehand. So let's we've got steel plate on us. What is the best way to do that? Like again, it doesn't need to be perfect, but let's see. We can put these down and see where that kind of gets us, and then we can use that to gauge things after. Why is that overlapping that portion? Why is it letting me for a start? That seems odd. I'm thinking. So that kind of comes in at that place. Okay, that's complaining. That's good. I didn't like how it's kind of letting me do that just now. Okay. So we can do that. We can take that out. That kind of looks like it's aligned. Like, is that actually touching? How can I tell? If I try to grind this, it's showing red. Like, is that actually attached? I don't like it. I don't like it. Because it's making me feel that this is attached. Like, that's red, that sounds like it's connected. This does not sound like it's connected. That's the thing. And that's only showing red because of the this control panel, which we don't actually need, I don't think. Take that out. I don't think that's attached, and I'm not seeing a gap big enough that that I can use the well pads with. What if I go with a merge block? These are a little bit annoying to make. Like, it's fine, but you know, we don't have a ton of resources, so. But in theory, that will solve our problem. large steel tubes that are going to be a pain in the ass. Are we clear? No. Okay. Stick those in the build planner. Large steel tubes. Come on. You're going to have some for me? No, you're not. There is another merge block on one of these things. We should really pick that up. There's one. There's another floater. There you go. Again, grab your hands is not working. Maybe it's not supposed to be working. Because, like, that's 2 merge blocks. Which seems like a very happy coincidence that we need merge blocks. It's just a light. Okay. So grab this stuff while we're here. Poor little battery. Let's go with some motors. And more ammo. Not that we need it. Okay. Where were we? Okay. Just enough to be functional. Oh, okay. Yeah. Attach. Nice. And now if we... Again, it's not giving me that warm, fuzzy feeling that this is actually attached. That should actually show as red. Okay. Let's trust it. See if we can move a tiny touch and yeah, bring this closer. The rotation looks off again. Yeah. We want that to be connected up here, don't we? Yeah, that looks definitely off. I can't actually see much. How can I... So we want that to be, I guess, aligned with us, because that's directly above our head. So let's I guess we can use is it like this? Okay, that's there. So we've got an offset problem, which means that we really need more thrust, and that is not a good side to have thrust on because of the tank. So we need to bring it down. We don't have enough materials really to do it with thrusters. So we're going to have to go with Plan B. And Plan B is use pistons. Let's clean up this mess a little bit. It's going to give us some materials that we can work with. Oh. That box is a little bit fiddly at the moment. So the question is, let's see about bringing this one closer, because we need to see if the cargo container is actually attached. Okay, so let's whoops, let's type properly for a start. Thrusters forwards. I'm going to put this on a tiny override. Hopefully that will reduce how much velocity we get. Let's keep that low. I think the way to do it here is keep it low, like this, and then give it a tiny tap on the tiny tap. This one. Increase. Decrease. So I'm doing it this way around because I don't want to overshoot with the thrust. And then as soon as I see us moving, I'm gonna turn it down. 35. Just want to get us a little bit closer. It should be the halfway mark, so it should be. We should move after this one. Problem might be that not a ship. There we go. Okay, now let's try that again. Okay, that worked. Get us a little bit closer. Okay, a little bit closer still. So this is giving us a more precise way that we can manage the velocity. A little bit more. Okay, that's good. Thrusters, toggle them on, off, and just make sure that the group includes that one. Okay. Cooking with gas. Okay, so we need to bring this closer, but before we do that, I'm going to make sure that the connector here is aligned with the connector up there. And I also need to make sure that we have enough clearance to do it, which I think we do. And now we should also be able to see the connector, which I could not see before. Yeah, okay. So now let's see what we can do with this. Okay, here it comes around. Nice and slow. Use that line as a guide. Okay. There. So it is a little bit minus still. Okay. So let's go over, and then it's going to correct. So that's okay for now. Doesn't need to be super accurate, but it does need to be kind of on, roughly on point. Okay. So yeah, I think we need to use a piston. Question is, what is the best way to get it connected? Okay, let's get this welded up. And let's use weld pads because they're cheaper. Put one on each of the surfaces in case it's a little bit tricky to get it aligned. And probably put down some blocks that we can use as a guide. Like this. I need you and you.
Inventory full.
Oh, okay. That was a little bit too much. Where I don't use the large steel tubes. There you go.
Inventory full.
Let's put you in this one. Okay. And motors it was that we needed, wasn't it? 4 motors. Are you going to give me motors? No. You? No. Large steel tubes. Rotor. Oh, you give me large steel tubes as well. Nice. You can give me some motors. Okay. Okay. So let's get this out a little bit. Use the maximum distance. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 2 meters. Not seeing the oh, that's still some way away. Okay, let's fix the rotation bit first. Staring down the barrel. See if I can get that gyro to be a little bit more precise. Minus 21. Still moving. 22. 22.5. I'm going to slow it down a bit. Which gives us a little bit more time. Some velocity there, which is good. Need to get the well pad in range. So 2.2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what is the problem now? Distance. Velocity forward. Distance. Yes! Nice! Phew. That was a bit of a saga. We did it. Nice. Excellent. So now it's one ship. So we can now in theory it's one ship. We need to adjust it. And where are we? Where's this conveyor? It's kind of on the nose, I think. So let's fix up some of this. Here. Okay. And then we can retract the piston. A little bit. And then, okay, so those two surfaces are gonna touch. So let's put a well pad here and here. Of course I need computers. Okay, and at least err on the side of safety and not... you don't have computers. Is there another button panel? Yeah, there is one up here. Just keep that helm there, just until we kind of have this properly connected. I'm sure I made more of a meal of that than I could have. Let me know in the comments if there was a better way to do it. Okay, coming together. Maybe we should have cleaned up underneath a little bit more. You aligned? Can't merge. Some blocks would overlap. It's showing me red. This one. Now let's try that. No. These ones would overlap. Okay, that's a quandary. I think it's because the piston is just like too close. And because I used a merge block. Yeah, because I used a well pad, I think that's what's causing the issue. I should use a mag plate. 9. If I do this. Just needs to be functional. And yeah, I think a mag plate would have been smarter. There we go, something like this. Okay, and then is that going to clip onto that? It shouldn't do. Let's also weld up this thing, and then extend this. Yeah. I was stupid for using I was so focused on getting the ships merged that yeah. For it to change color. Okay. So that's good, that's good. Those two pieces are now attached. So now we can, of course this is where I find that the orientation is wrong of the two pieces. Okay. Okay, let's get a view. Because this is a success. Nice. Sweet. Okay, awesome. So that is that's a success. That's probably a good first episode. So we started the scenario. We loaded our mods, got everything kind of set up the way we like things set up. We discovered ourselves in a kind of smashed ship scenario. We joined together 3 parts. Like this is not super clean, but there's something we can fix in as we go on. We attached cargo pods, still need to convey that up. We attached the 2 big pieces of the ship. So we now have something which is, well, we have a ship. There is a ton of stuff that needs to be done on it. But, you know, that's something we'll work on as we progress. So, yeah, I'm going to call it a day there. And, yeah, I'm looking to do regular drops of this series. As I said, this one's going to be a... why am I moving? I'm looking to do regular drops of this, and this is going to be a recorded series, unless you guys want something otherwise. I'm still going to be working on Areas at War. I love this scenario, so I'm going to be doing that a lot more. And I'm still going to be doing some of the Race to Mars, because that's a challenge, and I want to do good. So less than 3 hours is my current goal, and then my next goal would be to see if I can challenge the top 3 on the leaderboard. So yeah, I'm gonna jump into a cryopod, and yeah, I will catch you in the on the flip side. Thanks for watching. If you liked the content, please do like. It supports me, it supports the channel, and supports the content that we're creating. And subscribe if you want to have updates like this again in the future. I'm Phase Motion, and I will catch you on the flip side. Ciao, ciao.